If you're a father and you don't own a gun and you don't know how to fight, explain to me how you're a good father.
So the implication here seems to be that good fathers own guns and know how to fight. So I will point out here that firearms are the leading cause of death among children and teens, and that the risk of child suicide specifically is substantially increased with the presence of a firearm in your home. 9 out of 10 child and adolescent suicides by gun involve firearms from the victim's own home or that of a relative. For children and adolescents, the rates of death by suicide are over 4 times higher in households with firearms. So while I am certain that there are exceptions to this rule, and people are going to appear in the comments to inform me that they are the exception, the rule is that if you have a gun in your house, you are a bad dad. That is just an entirely unnecessary risk to take. Now, I have many fewer issues with his second claim here. Because if I had studied martial arts, this meta-analysis suggests that I would maybe be healthier, more physically fit. And as much as I don't think that I'm a particularly aggressive person and that I exercise pretty good emotional control, maybe it would be even better if I knew how to fight. Of course, you and I know that that's not what he was getting at. He was suggesting that I should be capable of kicking the ass of every person in the room and probably eating them too. Do you know how many fights I've gotten into, not just in adulthood, but since the last time I can remember punching somebody in the face, which was in 6th grade? 0. It seems like an awful lot of emphasis to put on a skill that I have not used in over 3 decades. I'm also not even going to attempt to convince him that I am a good dad, because our values are so wildly misaligned that I think I could only do that by convincing myself that I'm a bad one. In all honesty, the criteria that I usually do employ here to judge myself is when I talk about what I value in my parenting, what I think I do well, how likely is it that somebody would respond that it sounds like I'm describing the work that a mom does? Or at the very least, that like a generic good parent takes pride in privileges. Because at the risk of offending other dads out there, like, I don't aim to be a good dad. I aim to be a good parent. To be a complete package. At a minimum, I want to be able to say that my kids' lives are better with me involved than without. If your criteria is, do I own a gun and can I kick everyone's ass? I'm not sure you can make the same claim.